What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I am Stevie the Military Biker. Today I'm going to be taking you guys and showing you guys how to fit this Harley Davidson Airwing luggage rack to my King Tour Pack. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's just run through what comes in the kit with the kit and what tools you're going to be using today. All right, what comes with the kit is you've got your 4 bolts, as you can see there, and you have got your 4 washers. What I will say about the bolts, there are 3 that are exactly the same size, and it is the 1-4, which is slightly bigger if you are going to be routing the wires for the external light that you can actually buy separately to fit onto the back of the Airwing. I'm not going to be doing that today, but I will leave a link down below to a great channel, Raider World, and to his video that shows you exactly how to fit the wires through whatever. I am not going to be doing that today. Okay, so what else comes with it? Obviously you've got your rubber washers, all right, for the inside of the tour pack and for the mountings on the outside of the tour pack. You get your instructions, obviously, that come with it. What you're going to need to do the actual job is you're going to need some decorator tape, all right, painter tape, just to put over the top of the tour pack, because there is some drilling involved in this. Okay, like I said, drilling involved. You're going to need one of these, which is a 1.5mm drill piece. You're going to need a 7mm drill bit and a 9.5mm drill bit, which is this one here. Okay, I will leave down below what they are in non-metric and the other way. And what else you're going to need for the job? You're going to need a ratchet, and you're going to need 2 sockets. Okay, you're going to need one socket, which is it's a 7/16 socket, and they're going to be for the 3 small bolts. And you're going to need a 1/2-inch socket for the bigger bolt, which run your wires through. Okay, there it is there. And just if you need it, an extension for your ratchet. You're going to need and also a torque wrench. Okay, so there is some torquing involved towards the end, because we don't want these things to fall out. And obviously I'm going to be using a drill to drill into the tour pack. So let's get on with the job. Okay, so first thing you want to do, if you do have a tour pack liner in there, all right, you want to just take it off and remove it. Obviously mine is threaded there, as you can see through the actual latch assembly, so it's just going to set it there. And what we're going to look for in here on the tour pack, what you should see are 4 slightly, you can see them, all right, they're there to make you be able to see them. They're 4 little grooves already cut out that they then mark exactly where you're going to be drilling using your 1.5mm drill, which I'll show you. Okay, once you've disconnected if you have one, your tour pack liner, all right, just get a non-fibrous cloth, and just make sure, give it a good rub down, make sure you get rid of any dirt. And then what you want to do is you want to get hold of your decorator paint, your painter tape, and you want to just cover from where the sort of divot is on the back of the tour pack there. You want to maybe come out a couple of inches all along down there, like so. Just do a quick check with the Airwing, just to make sure that you have actually, where you think it's going to roughly be, you have actually covered the amount of space that you would need for when you're drilling from underneath. The reason you put the tape on is because obviously you don't want your OEM paint job to flake apart and come apart, so that's why we use the painter's tape to ensure that does not happen. So next thing you want to do is obviously open up your tour pack lid. Now ordinarily it's probably best to use a punch for this to mark the center of the hole where you want to drill, but I'm just going to use this little tiny like screwdriver type thing with a hex head on the top, a very, very fine small hex head, just to locate the center of where you're going to be drilling. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to drill your pilot holes, obviously going off where you've just punched it, just to give you a guide. So take the drill with the 1.5mm drill bit and go straight through, making sure you put your pressure on the other side, obviously. Okay, now you will notice on the back of the Airwing, all right, you've got the mounting slots, the screws where you're going to be putting your bolts into. Now, what I will say with this is obviously because here is where the LED brake lights, runner lights, etc. would fit if I was doing that. But this one here, so as you're looking at it, the bottom left-hand one is actually bigger than the other three. So what you want to be careful of when you're drilling your next holes is you want to use the 7.5mm drill bit for this one, and this one, and you want to use the 7mm drill for these ones, and the 9.5 is for this one here. So we're going to do that now. Okay, once you're happy, you've got your 7mm drill bit on top. All right, what you want to do is you want to shut your lid and you want to come down the way. So I have already piloted this one, so it should be good enough. Boom. Straight through, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And remember, this is the one here now that you do not want to touch right now. You want to leave that alone, okay? Okay, so once you've done your 3 7mm holes, you want to do this one with the 9.5. Once you're happy, just remove your painter's tape. Okay, what you're going to do now is, or you do this in any other really, you're going to get your rubber mountain washers there, and you will see that there are 2 different types. There's a flat washer and there's one with a groove in it. What you want to do is there are 3 one size and 1 the other side, obviously for your bigger bolt, your hole there. So what you're going to do is you're going to put these on right now, and we can move on to fitting it to the bike. Okay guys, once you are happy with your holes, you can actually on the inside get like a bearing tool out and give it a good see if there's any, anything like this that's potentially stuck in there. Get it out, give it a clean out. But this, lucky enough, mine isn't. So what you want to do now is you want to get your washers. Okay, as you can see there, this is one of the smaller variants, not the one for the wiring harness to go to, and that's how you want it. Okay, you want the plastic washer on and then the metal washer behind that. So let's crack on with putting the air rack on. Okay, so what you want to do is obviously you want to get hold of your air rack. You want to place it over the back end on the lid, all right, and just find your first hole to put your washer through and gently sort of start threading it on to the air rack itself. And once you've got it going, you should be able to let go and grab the other bolts, which you're going to do now. Remember, when you're doing this, all right, your bigger washer with the hole running through, bigger bolt with the hole running through it is what you want to be putting into the bigger hole, the 9.5 hole, obviously on the back of the air rack. Okay, once you've got them threaded on, then you're obviously going to go and get your ratchet, and then we're going to start ratcheting down our nuts. If you do require a little bit more room in there, just use your extension that you've got. Fire that on, and it does actually help. Now when you're doing this, don't go mad. Remember, they need to be torque tightened, so just get them down nice and snug, okay, and then we can figure it out, and then we'll get the torque wrench out and torque them to the correct specification. So using the 1/2 inch socket now to tighten down the bigger bolt where your wiring system would go through. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What we're doing now is we want to torque these up. So we want to torque these up to between 60 and 90 inch-pounds, or between 7 and 9.5 Newton meters. That is what you've got to do there, easy peasy. What I will say is, if you wanted to, you could put silicone sealant in the actual washers themselves, the bolts themselves, just to be on the safe side. You don't want any ingress of water. I haven't done that because I'm going to test it without doing that first and see if down the line I need to, then I'll swap them out. Plus, I haven't got any sealant. So we are done in here now. You don't need to touch these bolts again. So if you do have, like me, you have a tour pack liner, this is the time to put it back in. So there you go, guys. That's how easy that job is. As you can see, I've got the Airwing on there right now, and it looks awesome. It's going to be great for putting, you know, an extra bag on there, or even a tent or something like that when you go camping. But as you can see, that was a pretty simple job. I know a lot of people out there would rather just pay the dealer to do it because they're scared of drilling through, you know, a very expensive tour pack, let's be honest. But as long as you use the painted tape, you should be absolutely fine. And make sure you drill your pilot holes correctly. I don't see why you should have a problem. You know, people take it to the dealership and spend $300–400 on getting the dealership to do it, when that's how easy it was. All right, just make sure that you are drilling the correct hole for the wiring, should you be putting the wiring system in. Regardless, just ensure when you are actually drilling your holes that you are drilling the correct bigger one, i.e. the 9.5mm one, because if you do drill a wrong hole, you're going to be left with a bigger hole on one of the other 7mm holes. So you don't want to do that. You've got to make sure that you get the correct washer, the correct bolt, and the correct sized hole drilled. Ensure that, you know, to make sure that works correctly. But as you can see, it's pretty awesome. I'm happy with it. That cost me, price-wise, for the Airwing itself was $270 something Canadian. All right, and it's super lightweight. It really is really lightweight, and it's a simple job if you do it right. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to clean up, give the tour pack a good clean, good polish, give the Airwing a polish, just to get rid of all the grime and the dirt and the fingerprints that are now going to be all over this tour pack. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you are indeed new to the channel, like that says down there, please think about subscribing. It helps the channel grow and gets these videos out to more people. I do have a lot more install and review videos on the channel, so if you feel free to go check those out. Anyway, you have a great week, great weekend, wherever you are around the world. Stay safe, and remember, you'll never walk alone.